that what causes me to fill in that blank is usually a mixture of either self-esteem and self-awareness. But what's the difference? Madam Toastmaster, friends, family. I believe that self-esteem is a product of our feelings about others and ourselves. But self-awareness, that's a product of what we know about ourselves in spite of how we feel. How does that work? I'll give you two examples. In the first one, I planned a Sweet 16 slumber party for my beautiful daughter and her friends. In my mind, we were going to gush about guys and gossip about girls. In my mind, we were going to giggle and do lots of girl talk. But in their minds, why giggle when you can giggle? Why talk when you can text, tweet, tag? Why play when you can post and pin? Well, in my opinion, this weekend was a bust. And I began to feel those feelings. And you know the ones. The feelings that tell you that somebody, usually me, doesn't measure up to somebody else. Usually everybody. And the voices started. This weekend is a bust and it's your fault. You're just an old hen trying to hang with those spring chickens. They're so beautiful, and you're so the mom. And the voices started, and I looked in the mirror, and I felt so dejected. And I felt like this was my fault. But that's when my self-awareness came in. And I had to understand that, hey, wait a minute. What do I know about myself? First of all, I'm not a teenager, and I'm not going to be a teenager ever again. But I did it right the first time. They're gorgeous, and they can stop traffic. Well, all this woman, can stop traffic too. Even though I may have to step into it first. And I know that I am the mom, and therefore, this weekend is about to be saved, because where there's a woman, there's a way, and that's what moms do. And I do. I too smile at this revelation, but understand that being self-aware doesn't have to be harsh. It does mean, however, that you must be honest. Take an honest look at yourself. Self-awareness means that you accept your reality where you are at this moment, but you also embrace the responsibility to make any changes that you need to make. And you move in that reality. Make the changes needed. In my second example, beautiful spring day. And I noticed the most amazing extended cab glistening in the sun. And as I scanned the same parking lot from my car, I couldn't help but follow it as it went around the corner. The radio was blasting, and there were young men enjoying the perfect Central Texas weather. They made me smile because they brought to mind my own sons. And they were having a blast, and the windows were open. Man, that's nice. As they rounded the corner, I had resumed searching for my car, and I realized they're coming close. How? Just at that moment, a passenger in the back seat stuck his head out the door and said, "Hey! N-word! Ha ha!" Did he just say that to my grandbaby's grandmother? Almost immediately, a middle-aged couple passed by, and the woman elbowed me and pushed me aside where I fell against a podium, or a column rather, in front of the store. What just happened? I found myself feeling very small and unsettled. Then I became indignant and angry because, you see, they just dehumanized me with the most vile epithet. They just insulted me, and then they pushed me aside as though I am unworthy of common courtesy. Who does that? They need a good talking to. That boy needs a good switch and a bar of soap for his dirty mouth, and they need to hear what I have to say. But they were gone. This is one of those moments where you realize that sometimes the person that needs to hear your good talk is standing in your shoes. It's not about them, it's about me and that moment. And I filtered through the cacophony of noise and criticism in my mind, and I realized, who am I? Let's get this straight and reintroduce yourself. On the day I was born, and shortly before he left this world, my dad called me beautiful. My Toastmasters club calls me a member in good standing. My Savior calls me worth dying for. There is no N in my name because my name, hello, is Willma. What I'm trying to say is, you introduce yourself and then reintroduce yourself. Hello, my name is Willma, and you